Good morning. I've been a bit of a delay waiting for good weather. It's been raining quite a lot. The wind's been just crazy. It's been so windy. So I've not been able to do any work on the arbor. So what I'm doing now, it looks like for the next 2 days, it's going to be raining on and off. Like today, they're calling for thunderstorms, but I'm not sure. And the wind's still like 30 plus kilometers an hour. However, I am going to try to go up today, because it's just been too long, and get some of those rings off the arbor if I can, is to take the rings that I have already down, straighten them out, put them in the garage, and at least prime them, possibly paint them. Now, when I put them back up again and, attach the rods through it and everything to kind of hold it together, it's probably going to get scratched up. But it's still probably easier to do touch-ups up there versus painting the whole thing while it's up in the air. So, and then it also keeps me moving. So I get some kind of progress these next few days. I'm hoping that this weekend is going to be nice weather. It looks like it's going to be amazing, like 28, which is like 80 or something like that. And perfect weather and zero chance rain. So if I can get everything bent, primed, and possibly up, I could even, get that arbor done in like 2 or 3 days. So I could be done by like Monday. And painting doesn't make any noise. So anyways, so I can work on Sunday. Yeah, that's the plan. Bend some metal that I have on the ground here already. These loops or hoops or whatever, I don't know, call them hoops. And they're just a bit wonky. So I bent them originally just kind of really roughly. Now I'm going to get some of the really sharp kinks out of them. And then hopefully this afternoon, if it doesn't thunderstorm too much or get worse, then I'm going to attempt to take the rings down and then also bend them and paint them. But anyways, wish me luck, and hopefully I don't fall off this scaffolding. It's been a couple days. I didn't get much done. I've been trying to take these rods here that are kind of loose and not actually connected to anything and smack them through this way so that I can take the half hoops that are behind me off, down, so that I can repair the bars, especially this one on the backside there, that's completely warped. Like I couldn't just bend it in place. It's so bad. So the weather has been, because of that hurricane thing that's been going through, whatever it was, as soon as I got above this level of this fence here, this brick wall, whatever it is, the wind has got to be 5 times stronger. So I had a lot of trouble setting in the scaffolding. I didn't, a couple times I almost blew off. So I was like, okay, this is getting stupid, let's stop. So it looks like the next couple of days, today's supposed to be, 20 degrees, so like around 70. And then I think tomorrow and the weekend and right into next week is looking amazing. I think we're going to like 30 something degrees, which is like in the 80s, I think, around 80. 85, I don't know. Anyways, it's really warm. So we're looking like a good bit of time. So my goal is for today and tomorrow is, before I have to be quiet on Sunday, is to get all the noisy stuff done, and then I'm going to paint on either Saturday or Sunday and try to get everything sorted. So I'm going to do a little bit of a longer video with this one and try to get it all done in one video, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can get all these rods, what do you want to call them, bang through today, and then I can get those hoops off and get them prepped to paint it. So wish me luck. It's going to be a big transformation, that's for sure. It'd be nice to have plants going on this thing. Anyways, here we go. Well, I ended yesterday with a bit of an exciting vent. With the bit of metal was basically had some pressure on it because they had welded the piece of metal to one of the posts that hold up the arbor, and so I guess there was compression on it. So when I cut through the weld and kind of jiggled it, it boom like that, and scared the pants off me. But okay, nothing really dangerous or anything like that. It just a bit of a shock. And then another thing I found was that when I'm removing the half of the hoops, what I was doing is I had put in some bolts, smaller bolts, temporarily to keep them from splaying out. So there's a bit of a compression sometimes on the rings. So one of them kind of it was just resting on the top and it flipped off. So basically it went flying as well. So it's kind of a bit of an exciting day, shall we say, with things flipping and flopping and going everywhere. So we're going to continue on today. I'm going to sand what's remaining up, try to bang the remaining rods to proper location at the end, and then continue to prep the outside stuff because I've got like 2 or 3 really good days of weather coming, and then about like almost 30 at least one day. And so I should get a lot done. And I'm going to leave the stuff that's in the garage for next week when it's going to be a little rainy. So anyways, wish me luck. We're going to get going on this. Well, I have everything in the right position now. I have all the bars going across, and they're supposed to be kind of loose and just that hold the plants up. They're all banged down to the right end, and all the hoops are down. I've just got to prep them and get them ready for painting. What I've decided to try to do, at least for a test, is to one of the bars where they connect. I'm going to put this, it's called a cold weld, and it's kind of like a bonding resin with metal in it or something. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So what I want to try to do is just try attaching those 2 bars together versus going up there with a welder, and because I'm not that great anyways, I'm afraid I'm going to burn through it and melt it all, or make a mess, or burn myself or something like that, because it's going to be over my head. So I'm going to use the resin stuff on one and test it. I'm going to prep everything, sand it all, and then basically you put the 2 pieces of metal together, and then you put this resin between it, and then within about 4 to 6 hours, it's should be almost as strong as steel. So we're going to give that a go. And if not, we'll figure out how to weld it. I just wanted to check my join thing that I did with that resin, and it's not even connected. So I think what's happened is because I haven't connected them together with like a piece of wood or something like that to stop it from moving, I think overnight, because it takes like 12 hours, 15 hours to dry, it's kind of wiggled apart. So I'm not sure whether I may give that one a go again, and then I may try welding up there maybe tomorrow or later today, but I'm not sure what I want to do with this. Yeah. It's a bit awkward going up there welding on a little thin piece of metal like that. So over my head, which I don't really like doing at this point. So, or kind of at least right near my face. But yeah, let's give it a go and see what we can do. I'm going to start painting now. I've got about 9 hoops that are in the garage that need a bit of primer. Good morning. Well, another day here. Working still on the Arbor, trying to get it sanded, painted, and repairing a lot of the metal bits. So I've got some bolts up there that have kind of sheared off and they're being held on by wire. I've got to repair those. I'm going to drill out the old bolts and put new ones in and just kind of shore it up a bit before we start hanging a lot of, roses and things off it. Yeah, so otherwise I've sanded most of it. I've started painting on the hoops that I took down in the garage. I'll continue on with that, or as in priming them. And then maybe today I'll get to priming some of this because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So hopefully I can get kind of the metal done today, get it all prepped for and starting to get painted so we can finish it off by the end of the week. But we'll see. Well, doesn't look like it, but it's supposed to rain in the next hour or so. So I'm going to kind of end this video here. I was going to do some painting, but the weather's changed in the last 2 hours to say, yes, it's going to rain. So I don't know really if it is, but let's see, right? So I managed to get a lot of the stuff done I wanted. I got the holes drilled that needed to be drilled where the bolts and things have broken off in the past. Pretty much bent straight a lot of the metal that needed to be bent straight, and I've still got some rods to fix up. I'm doing another attempt on doing that resin weld, JB weld or something it's called, and what I'm hoping is that I don't have to weld together all the rods that go through to support the plants. Because I'm not really comfortable doing it above my head and on a ladder and stuff like that. Plus when I'm leaning a ladder against something that's going to be electrified, it's a bit weird, so I have to figure out how to do that. Anyways, I'm just going to be a little more cautious with it, so I'm giving it another go and gluing that together with that resin stuff. Hopefully it works. Otherwise tomorrow and in the next video I'll try to weld up those bits and pieces up there. because that's kind of what's stopping me from painting, is to get that everything kind of in place so that I can paint at least this side. Tomorrow and the next day is supposed to rain, so I'll do some work in the garage. I've got to fix some more bracket things, that supports that hold the top and the rings together. As I took them off, some of them just literally broke in my hands, which was pretty crazy. So they need to be repaired. But yeah, we're just getting there. Hopefully at the end of the week, we'll still be on track to finish up that arbor. Anyways, hope you had a great week and a great weekend. And thanks for following me. Give me a like and subscribe. Cheers.